Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Ritter to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards there, and a Falcon first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Ritter off the play fake. This ball down the field for Pitts. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 17-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Gibson with the solid pickup there, and the Commanders love using his ability in a variety of roles. Led the team with almost 1,400 all-purpose yards in 2022. He can run it and catch it out of the backfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they go play action with Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Powell, 3rd and goal.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Algier certainly didn't look like a 5th rounder on that run. Went 151st overall, the 12th running back taken in last year's draft, but was one of only 2 rookies to post a 1,000-yard season.
Ready? Ritter with it after the play fake. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Another forceful rush there by Jarrett. Not a lot of help for him making these types of plays last season. Managed 6 sacks, which led Atlanta. But good news, the Falcons, they've overhauled their defense this offseason. He should have a lot more help now.
This one across the 35. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Faking the handoff. Howell. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. Second down, Howell back to pass. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Once more, Gibson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Sly able to put this one through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Red, cycle. 43 rail. Hut, hut.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Looking for London on the out route complete. Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta.
London moved the chain, something he did 48 times as a rookie last season. First receiver taken in 2022 draft, finished with almost 900 yards in the league's second worst passing offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pause, red.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Ritter. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On the set.
2nd and 1 from the 2. On 2nd, here's Algier. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They'll go play action. Howell shakes off the sag. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Scott Miller deep for Atlanta. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
On the ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Ritter. The guy's man, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And McLaurin, the motion man right. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second down, Howell now. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Robinson will try to pick it up. Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
A handoff for Gibson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. They run the toss now with Gibson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Here's 3rd and 7. And Howell will throw it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
This is 2nd and 8.
Set.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Yellow.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Charles, and I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Set. Ready.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Ready. Ready.
Ritter to throw it. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Ready.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. quick pass out to Miller. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ready?
A give left side to Robinson. Shreds the tackle, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Down.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Hut, hut.
Ritter going to keep it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Yellow. Ready?
They'll run for it with Algier. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20, Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13.
Falcons 31, Commanders 13.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 36 yards on the play.
Ready up.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Algier will score. Touchdown and running. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Howell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Ready up. Go.
Robinson up the middle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now 2nd and 9. A give up the middle to Gibson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. has to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Let's go.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Howell. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Gibson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Ritter from the gun on third down. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Striker, fly through.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now a 3rd and 6. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Let's go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Ready, ready. Ready.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Ready. Let's go. Charge. Hut, hut.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this